case of judicial corruption, the judges are going to come together and cover it up or do precious little. And the judges will assume that you have no say in the matter. Case number 1, the Justice Ramaswamy case, 1971. After a stint at a bar, Ramaswamy was elevated as a permanent judge of the Madras High Court and then sworn in as Chief Justice of the Punjab and Haryana High Court, ladies and gentlemen, in 1987. Now he spent lots and lots and millions of rupees, obviously breaking all rules, getting himself a very fancy house. Now we talk about Arvind Kejriwal's fancy house. Remember, this judge gave himself a very fancy house. And even at that point of time, this matter was raised. There were several people who called on the Chief Justice of India to act in this matter. Eminent people like Soli Sorabji, Venugopal, Parasaran, all of them had requested the Chief Justice to act. There was an internal inquiry which failed. The gentleman in question was given 6 weeks leave with effect from 1990, July 23rd, very similar to the present case going on. He was given a clean chit by the inquiry committee. He even got rewarded later when he went back to Madras, and then Chief Minister Jayalalitha appointed him head of the Tamil Nadu Law Commission. What is the lesson here? A man was accused of impropriety and corruption. He ended up getting political rehabilitation. How do we trust the judges? Do you trust the judges, ladies and gentlemen? Speak up. Second case, the case of Justice Soumitra Sen of the Calcutta High Court avoided the ignominy of becoming the first judge to be impeached by Parliament by tendering his resignation. Ladies and gentlemen, nothing happened. The shocking case of Justice P.D. Dinakaran, who serves as the Chief Justice of the Sikkim High Court. He faced allegations of corruption, land grabbing, and abuse of judicial office. There was a national outcry over his case. He too had resigned before impeachment proceedings. This man was accused of everything, including encroachment of lakes, canals, streams. You would have expected that the Supreme Court would have acted. In August 2009, shockingly, the Supreme Court Collegium recommended the elevation of Justice P.D. Dinakaran as a judge of the Supreme Court. Can you believe it? Then there was, after his elevation, another outcry, and then the Collegium dropped his elevation and shifted him as Chief Justice of the Sikkim High Court. The fact is, what do these cases all prove? That when it comes to the judges, you can put the most dramatic cases, the most obvious cases of corruption against them. But they will never act. They'll just give a calm and quiet, respectable exit to their brother judge. That is so unfair, which means the judges have completely a different set of standards for themselves and a different standard for all of us. How fair is that, ladies and gentlemen? Will you still be quiet on this? This is an opportunity for us to bring democracy